What's one thing that you would do today or even this week that if you fully trusted the outcome, you would jump all in? But the only thing that's keeping you back is fear of not fully trusting that if you take this leap, you're going to get the outcome you want. I've always been a logical person. I think I've kind of used my logic as a way of protecting myself, protecting my hopes, not getting my hopes up, just thinking very rationally. But the truth is, there is another world outside of this 3D world. There are other forces that are here to help and support us. And learning to trust that is incredibly difficult. Trust me, I'm still very much working on it and they are wringing me dry. It is really hard to trust that, okay, if I take this leap of faith, that something is going to catch me, that God is going to be there. And while, yes, you will stumble along the way and you may hit roadblocks that feel challenging, if you really, really trust that God has you and if He's asking you to make a decision or change your life in some way, that He really will support you through the process. If you really, really trust that, what is there to fear? We let fear hold us back from such a good life, whether it's fear of quitting a job, fear of starting something new, fear of ending a relationship, fear of starting a new relationship. Indecision is fear. That's all it is. So when you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like, oh, you don't know what to do, fear is presenting itself. And you need to look at it and say, is this a valid fear? Is this something I really need to pay attention to? Or is this my ego trying to protect me? And if I break through this fear, I'll quantum leap, I'll timeline jump to another level of my life. I will unlock a new level in the game. That's what decisions and relationships are. They are portals into our next level. And while, yes, we would want our relationships to be forever, not all of them are. I think that when we try to fit relationships into certain boxes and say, okay, this is forever, whether it's because you're married or family or what have you, eventually, if you do outgrow it, of course, not everybody's going to outgrow their relationships, but if you do outgrow it, you do need to give yourself permission to grow and change and evolve. You might be presented with your next level, your next opportunity, but if you haven't done the work to release your old relationships or your old fears, you won't be ready and those opportunities will pass. It is important to get yourself ready, release your fears, and really just trust that if God's asking you to make a change, you can make that change. He is supporting you 100% all the time. Yes, it is challenging when we think with our logical minds. It is really, really hard to just fully let go and say, you know what, I am going to trust that whatever happens is for my best and highest good. But if we cling so hard to what we think we should do, we're trying to figure it out, overthinking, doing all of that, we block the open channel that is sending us messages from the divine. Anytime you're feeling tight like this, you're just, oh, you're stuck, you don't know what to do, nothing can flow through you. You have to be able to open up your channel. And the only way you can do that is let go and trust. And it is hard. It's something I battle with often and daily, and it's something I'm still working through. And trust me, God is still presenting so many opportunities for me to let go and trust Him. And honestly, at this point, that's all I can do. All I can do is trust that He will cover me, that if I continue to do what I can do and do my best and show up every day, deliver on my end of the bargain, that ultimately the universe will deliver on their its end of the bargain too. Every relationship is reciprocal. Us and the trees, we give carbon monoxide, the trees give us oxygen. Every single relationship in our life is reciprocal. The relationship between us and God is reciprocal. The relationship between us and the universe is reciprocal. What can we do? What is one decision we can make today, this week, that will help upgrade our life in some way, that will help release a fear or block something that's been holding us back for far too long? We are worthy of feeling free and trusting that God is going to come through for us. no matter what your life is presenting you with right now, no matter what difficulties you're facing, whether it's relationships, career, financial, family, friends, pets, health, all of the above, we have to trust that everything in our life is happening for a reason. And I know that that feels gaslighty. Trust me, I know it's something I've battled with too, but we do just have to trust that God is going to get us through to the other side, that somehow, some way, we will make it through and we will come out better. I know that we are faced with enormous uncertainty sometimes, and times are tough. The economy's hard. We're all facing challenges. If you sit with yourself in the present moment, in this present moment, you are okay. And trusting that, okay, if I'm okay in this present moment, He will keep me okay in the next. It really is living life one day at a time. It's like we're all kind of in Alcoholics Anonymous of that's all we can do. Take life one day at a time, make decisions to the best of our ability in those moments. And when new opportunities are presented to make different decisions, we can do that with the knowledge that we have at the time, giving ourselves grace to evolve and change and grow. That's part of life, that's part of the journey. Don't let fear hold you back. I let fear keep me in indecision and in the stuck feeling for so long. And all I was focused on is why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? How can I get unstuck? But I needed to really look deeper at these fears that were coming up, these fears of being seen as cringy or trying or, you know, all of the things that people will say about me. And the truth is I don't care what people say about me anymore. I really don't. I know who I am. God has done wonders for me in my life. I know what I'm here to do, and it is time for me to do my part. So I have to trust that God will get me through and He will help support me and guide me and give me the wisdom and the strength to grow. Part of the reason why I think it took so long is I did have to learn how to deal with weird comments and complaints and things like that. It's just not something obviously anybody would love. I really had to build up the muscle for that. Oftentimes, again, when we're in these moments, yes, I could have been working on myself and releasing these fears and letting all of this go, but I also needed the opportunity to strengthen my muscles, strengthen my internal faith and trust in myself, and strength that I really can handle whatever life throws at me, because trust me, it has thrown a lot my way and I've handled it honestly gracefully every single time. Like, I think God should reward me just for how I've handled things. And I think you need to kind of get to a place with yourself with that, of really saying, you know what, I did the best I could with the information I had at the time and keep it moving. And again, make different decisions when you're called to. Leave relationships when you're called to. What happens when you don't? You stay stuck in karmic loops and you just keep repeating the same cycles and same cycles over and over and over again until you finally say, enough is enough. I want something different for my life. And only you can make that decision. Only you can say, I'm done. I'm choosing something else for myself. So with this new moon in Cancer, it's a really good time to plant seeds, and don't dig them up. Just plant the seeds and trust that God will get you where you need to go.